Yavin is a fictional planet in the Star Wars universe. It has a satellite system and is best known for the Battle of Yavin over one of its moons, Yavin 4, depicted in Star Wars. The Galactic Standard Calendar was the standard measurement of time in the Star Wars galaxy. It centered on the Coruscant tropical year. The Coruscant solar cycle was 368 days long, with a day consisting 360 NET degrees. Numerous epochs were used to determine calendar eras. The most recent of these calendar eras used the Battle of Yavin as its epoch, or Year 0 BBY, and AB. The earliest date in the expanded universe as a whole is 13 billion BBY, which serves as the year the universe was created. Planet: as seen in Star Wars, the Yavin planet is a red gas giant. Fictional history The superstar destroyer Night Hammer was destroyed here when it was diverted towards the planet's core after a collision with a rebel vessel. Yavin 4 Yavin 4 or Yavin 4 is one of Yavin's many moons. It was home to the Rebel Alliance's main military base in Star Wars. Filming In Star Wars, the scenes featuring the scenery of Yavin 4 were filmed in Tikal, Guatemala. Fictional history In the cinematic series, the rebels established their base in the ancient Massassi ruins found in the lush jungles of Yavin 4 following the abandonment of their previous base on the planet Dantooine. The Galactic Empire sought to use its new space station superweapon, the Death Star, to destroy the small jungle moon and crush the rebellion. A force of 22 X-Wing and 8 Y-Wing starfighters, as shown by the special edition, was sent to destroy the Death Star. With seconds remaining before the moon was to be destroyed, Luke Skywalker, thanks to the timely assistance of his friend Han Solo and the ghostly advice of Obi-Wan Kenobi to use the Force, was able to fire proton torpedoes into a small thermal exhaust port along the Death Star's equatorial trench, thereby destroying the station and saving Yavin 4 from destruction. All except 3 Rebel Alliance craft were destroyed in the attack, the only survivors being Luke Skywalker, Wedge Antilles, and an unnamed Y-Wing pilot. The survivors are seen in the film when Luke disembarks from his X-Wing. Following the Death Star's destruction, a great ceremony was held, during which Lion Organa presented medals of honor to Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. This battle became known as the Battle of Yavin, and its date is used as a place marker for events in the expanded Star Wars universe. Events before the Battle of Yavin are marked by BBY, and events that occur after are marked by AB. The Yavin 4 moon was also the site of giant Massassi temples built ages ago by the Massassi to worship Naga Sadow, a Sith lords who had enslaved and mutated the Massassi using Sith alchemy. The temple later housed the Rebel Alliance, who used it for shelter and camouflage during their stay on Yavin 4. The Alliance built tall observation towers to monitor entries and exits from their hidden base. Yavin 4 has also been established as the birthplace of Resistance X-Wing pilot Poe Dameron. Expanded Universe In Tales of the Jedi, it is stated that Yavin 4 was where Naga Sadow hid from the Republic in 5000 BBY and was discovered several hundred years later by the fallen Jedi Freedon Nad. According to the comic series, the Massassi warriors who built the ruins used by the rebels were brought to the planet by the Sith Order in its early years. In the Jedi Academy trilogy, Kevin J. Anderson suggested that Exor Khan had the temples built. Enveloped in the dark side, Khan elevated himself to the stature of a god. He enslaved the Massassi and forced them to construct an intricate complex of massive temples that were used for arcane Sith ceremonies and rites as foci for the dark side. In the young reader novel The Lost City of the Jedi, it is discovered, as the title suggests, that the ancient Jedi built a lost city on Yavin 4. In the animated micro-series Star Wars, Clone Wars, Anakin Skywalker has a fierce battle with Asajj Ventress, a follower of Count Dooku. Finally Anakin defeats Asajj, sending her falling down a dark abyss. Yavin 4 was the base of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker's Jedi Praxium, where he personally trained the next generation of Jedi Knights. Once Skywalker had trained enough Jedi, this duty was taken up by the married Jedi Masters, Battlemaster Cam Sulusa and his wife Chief Librarian Shine Sulusa, as well as another former apprentice of Skywalker's, Stream. The Praxium was destroyed by the Yuuzhan Vong during their invasion of the Moon in 26 AB. The Praxium was eventually relocated to the ancient Jedi homeworld, Ossus. The original Praxium was the main setting of the Young Jedi Knight series, based on Skywalker's teenage niece and nephew, Jaina and Jaqen Solo. Yavin 4 appears in the downloadable content for the video game Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Yavin 4 has also been added in the latest expansion of the MMORPG Star Wars, The Old Republic. Titled Shadow of Revan, the expansion establishes a connection with the previous game. According to the Keeper of the Holocron, Leland Chi, Yavin 4 is the correct spelling, not Yavin 4. Real-world relevance. Since the 1990s, astronomers have discovered numerous extrasolar planets. Many of these planets have masses of order that of Jupiter, and so some presumably could resemble Yavin. No extrasolar planetary satellites have yet been discovered because such objects are extremely difficult to detect with current technology. However, both Jupiter and Saturn have large satellites, and Saturn's satellite Titan is enshrouded in a dense atmosphere, so it is quite conceivable that extrasolar gas giants, orbiting in their star's habitable zone, could have habitable satellites. One of the most intriguing extrasolar planets in this respect is HD 28185b, another one is 55 Cancri F. See also, List of Star Wars planets and moons. References. External links, Yavin Prime on Wikipedia, a Star Wars wiki, Yavin 4 on Wikipedia, a Star Wars wiki, Yavin 13 on Wikipedia, a Star Wars wiki.